It's 3 inches the afternoon, and the apartment is quiet. You've been sitting on the couch for a while, your Budgie nearby, both of you just existing in the same space. Then you get up, nothing dramatic, you just stand and start walking toward the kitchen. And before you even reach the doorway, it starts. That sound, sharp, urgent, repeating itself over and over like an alarm that won't turn off. You stop, you turn around, you look at your Budgie. The water is full, the food is full, the toys are all there, nothing is wrong. So you keep walking, and the screaming gets louder. You come back a minute later, and just like that, the noise stops. Your Budgie looks at you, calm as ever, like nothing happened. But something happened, you just don't know what. Maybe you've been telling yourself it's just a phase, or that your Budgie is dramatic, or that you'll figure it out eventually. But this has been going on for weeks, maybe months. And it's not just the kitchen. It's every time you go to the bathroom, every time you close a door, every time you turn your back for too long. Sometimes your Budgie sits peacefully for hours, and then the moment you leave, the world apparently ends. You've started timing yourself, moving faster, feeling guilty for just going to make a cup of tea. But here's the thing, that scream isn't random. It isn't your Budgie being difficult. That sound has a meaning, and once you understand what it actually is, you'll never hear it the same way again. To understand this, you have to leave your apartment for a moment and travel somewhere very different. Picture the Australian outback. Flat, dry, enormous. The sky goes on forever. The grass is golden and sparse. And moving across it, in a cloud of color and noise, is a flock of budgerigars. Not 2 or 3, hundreds, sometimes thousands, moving together, feeding together, roosting together. This is where your Budgie comes from. Not a cage, not a pet store, this wide, wild, social world. And in that world, the flock is everything. The flock is survival. Here's the first thing that might surprise you. Budgies in the wild are almost never alone by choice. A Budgie that gets separated from the flock is in real danger. Predators target the ones on the edges, the ones who stray, the ones who fall behind. Safety isn't found alone. It's found in the group. It's found in numbers. So over millions of years, the Budgie brain developed one deep, unshakable instinct: do not lose the flock. That instinct didn't disappear when Budgies became pets. It's still there, running quietly in the background every single day. And here's what that means for you. You are the flock now. Your Budgie doesn't see you as an owner. It doesn't see you as a caretaker. It sees you as its flock, the group it belongs to, the presence that means safety. When you're in the room, everything is right. When you leave, the flock is gone. Now here's the second surprising thing. And this one changes how you hear that scream entirely. Budgies don't just stay together, they talk to each other constantly, even when they can't see each other. In the wild, visibility isn't always perfect. There are tall grasses, tree branches, dust storms. The flock can get spread out. So they developed a system, a simple, constant back and forth of sound that says, "I'm here. Are you there? Yes, I'm here. Good. Me too." Scientists call this a contact call. But you don't need the scientific term to understand what it means. It's a check-in. It's a way of saying, we're still connected. When your Budgie screams after you leave the room, it is making a contact call. It is asking if you're still there. It's waiting for your answer. And when no answer comes, when the silence stretches on, that's when the panic sets in. The third thing is something most people never consider, and it might be the most important of all. Your Budgie has no concept of time the way you do. When you walk to the kitchen, you know it's a 2-minute trip. You know you're coming back. You have a mental map of the future. Your Budgie doesn't have that. For a Budgie, there is only right now. You are either present or you are not. There is no, I'll be back in a few minutes. Think about a very young child, a toddler, who doesn't yet understand that when mom leaves the room, she still exists somewhere, and she will return. Every departure feels like disappearance. Every absence carries no promise of return. That's what your budgie is living through every time you walk out the door. And knowing that screaming starts to sound less like noise and more like something heartbreaking. The fourth thing pulls it all together. This sound is not a complaint, it is an invitation. In the wild, when a budgie gets separated from its flock, it doesn't go silent. It calls out, loudly, repeatedly, because calling out is the only way to be found. That scream means, come back, come find me, let's be together again. Your budgie isn't punishing you for leaving. It isn't angry, it isn't manipulating you. It is calling you home the same way its ancestors called to each other across open grasslands for millions of years. Now go back to that moment. The quiet apartment, the couch, the afternoon light. You stand up, you walk toward the kitchen, the screaming starts. But this time you pause, because you know now that the sound isn't saying stop, stop, stop. It's saying, where are you, where are you, where are you? That small body at the cage bars, head tilted, eyes searching the doorway, it's not throwing a fit. It's looking for its flock. It's looking for you. You are its entire world. Not part of its world, all of it, the whole thing. And that scream, the one that used to make you tense up, that made you rush through your own home, that scream is actually one of the most honest things any living creature has ever expressed to you. It misses you before you're even gone. That's not a behavior problem. That's love in the only language it knows. So the next time you hear it, maybe you don't panic, maybe you don't rush, maybe you just take a breath and think, my budgie is calling for me. And maybe, just maybe, you call back. If this is the kind of thing you want to keep learning, the real reasons behind what your budgie does, subscribing to the channel means a new piece of that puzzle every single week.